Hello everyone, my name is Sagar and I hope you are doing well. So this is a continuation of our last video where we have seen how we can create the find method. In this video we are specifically going to talk about our exist method. Okay, so that will usually help us to know that whether a record exists or not. Okay, now in order to create my exist method, the first thing is that I need to have a table. Okay, and I will go to my method node here and I will simply click on my new method. Okay. It's not a hard and fast rule to give the exact name, but it is always best to give, find an exist name. Okay, here also you can simply write something like public static. Okay, public static so here the return type would be boolean. Okay, because it will not give you buffer, it will simply tell you whether the record exists or no. Okay, and it is usually faster because it check the rec id. Okay, and here okay, employee num, let me make sure. So if I come here, this employee id, its id type is employee num, so I will go here and I'll make sure I'm putting this. Okay, empl employee num. Okay, all right. You will simply say employee ID. The parameters, you put underscore before parameters as per the best practice. Okay, so I think it's good. Now, what I need to do here, the first thing is that I will write a select statement here. I will break it down. Okay, so to write select first only. Okay, and the thing is that you will only select rec ID from my that employed. Oh, I have not defined this table, employee table. All right. Okay, so here I can directly use this SC employee table. Employee table. Okay. Then I can say where my this SC employee table dot employee ID equals to this one. Okay. Now here the first thing is that you put simply braces here. Okay. And you can say that dot rec ID because it will give you a buffer. Okay, you can see here if rec ID is not equals to 0. Okay, and here, and additionally you can do one more validation here. You can simply put return, say employee ID, and put and here. Okay, I will tell you later on. Okay, so as soon as you complete this, your exist method is ready. Okay, and what I will do now, how you can use your exist method, again the same thing. For example, let's say it's a employee table employee exist equals to, you can simply say sc employee table dot exist. Okay, and here you can put your employee ID, for example let's say 101 only. Okay, and now one thing is that here the return type that you will get here is boolean. Okay, so boolean. Okay, so what you can do, or I think there is a good way, you can simply say info employee exist. I want to show you what will come here. Okay, and let me save this. Okay, and okay, I need to put here strfmt. I'll say here strfmt placeholder, and I will close it. Okay, and this will take some time because I'm going to do a build here. Alright guys, so the build is completed. Now if I will, so for example, let me open this table now. Okay, I'll click on new, Here I'm gonna give something called 143 some random. Okay. Now if I'll run my runnable class, let me run this. So it should return me false because if you see the code here, so we have specifically talked about 101, but it really doesn't exist. Okay, so it should return false. Okay, so it is false. Now as soon as I will create my 101 record, it should give me true because that record really exists in our system, right? So if I'll put 101 here, now it should change to true. Okay, so this is the power of especially my exist method, that it will tell whether the record exists in system or not. Okay, and similarly here you can put your info statement, you will get all the details regarding your employee table. Okay, so that is about exist method. Now in a nutshell, just to summarize, it is going to return you boolean. Okay, and it is helpful when you want to know whether some kind of record exists or not, and usually you put your primary fields only here. Okay, here if you see, the employee ID is responsible for uniqueness and its primary field on your employee table. Okay, and find is useful when you want to get the table buffer and you want to do some kind of manipulation, or you may be interested in other fields of this table. So thank you for watching this video.